All right, everybody, I have some news. I would like to officially declare that my putting has hit rock bottom. Now, if you consume my content for a while, you might be thinking that's funny. It seems it's been there for quite some time, but you know, as bad as my putting has been over the history of my disc golfing life, I just feel like right now it's in a place, it's in a deep, dark pit of despair that it's never been in before, quite. I've just had a few rounds lately where I just have no idea where the disc is going at any time, and usually I at least know some of the time. So I'm out here, I've got a box full of putters. I almost broke both of my feet, and I did the only thing I know how to do, which is take advice from the internet. I sent an emergency tweet out yesterday asking for everybody's best tips. Whether you've seen me putt or not, what is your best tip? I'm willing to try anything right now. And you guys responded. I had over 150 responses, I think. So basically I picked out a bunch that I thought would work, some that I really liked and just thought were intriguing. And I'm gonna try them all today. I'm not leaving this course until I have a putt that works. Somewhat, some of the time. That's all I want, is just something that can do something. Because right now, I stand next to the basket and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to accomplish. It's not good. First tip comes from Hunter. He's seen me putt more than anybody, and he wants me to commit to the putt. Man, I hadn't thought of that one before. Shake hands with the pole and make sure I get that back foot off my ground. I've heard the back foot thing a lot. It distracts me, which I know people are like, it's a good thing to distract yourself from the putt sometimes, but like, I don't know. And I've heard, I mean, the shake hands with the pole thing, I get it. Hunter is a very he sticks to his guns with the putting thing, and it works for him. So, you know, we'll test it out first. We're gonna pop the back foot and we're gonna shake hands with the pole. 0 for 1. 0 for 2. Commit, Trevor, commit. Good start. Ew. I do feel like, I feel like the back foot thing is fun, but I'm just not getting any more power on the disc. That was better. See, the problem is, I feel like the problem with some of these tips, like Hunter's here, is like, they're valid completely, like popping your back foot and trying to shake hands with the pole, like keep your arm on line. But the problem is, I don't even I feel like I'm at the point now where it's so bad, I need somebody to tell me how to hold a disc again. And like what to do with my wrist. Like, I don't even know how to get to that point. I think Hunter's point is like beyond, that's like what I need to figure out once I get to somewhere better, I guess. I don't know. The other day he told me, he was like, Trevor, you know how to get the disc in the basket. And I was like, do I though? You know, like, are we sure about that? We might want to double check that. The footage and evidence says otherwise. I'll try a few more, and I'm really gonna pop the foot on these ones. This one, I'm gonna be just absolutely popping here. Shake hands with the pole. I'm really gonna keep my hand on the pole this time, just shaking hands with it. Pop the back foot, commit to the putt. I am one with the putt. Shake hands with the pole, boom. That went left. See, pop the foot, Trevor, shake hands with the pole. Okay, that was better. Okay, that one went in. That one went left. Yikes. I think one of the major problems is when I try to keep my hand on the pole right now, everything's going left. Like, I think naturally putts fall out of my hand, but then when I try to overcorrect them, I yank them right. So you know what, Hunter, those are valid tips. They're just not really working for me right now. I'll give you a 5 out of 10. Okay, this next tip is quite intriguing. This one comes from Ninja Bands, and he said to take the pinky off of the putter. Here, let me get closer, you can see this. Ninja Bands is saying that I should take my pinky off of the putter, which is interesting because there's not really anywhere for it to go. I guess just tuck it in like that. Is that what we're saying? So I got a 3-finger grip. It's weird. I feel like one of my main issues is spin, and it can't help the spin problem to take another finger off the disc, but he said it helped with his control. And I saw multiple people suggest this as a way, like maybe the pinky is getting in the way. Everybody talks about the index finger. Maybe the pinky has been the culprit all along. Maybe I should just chop it off. Let's try this. Okay, tuck the pinky. Man, that is a weird feeling. Okay, and then just throw putts, I guess. Still on hyzer and still not spinning. Let's try it. Oh gosh, almost hit my camera. I'm not sure this is helping. I feel, okay. Well, all right, there's one. I feel like there's something happening here with the plate. That one kind of popped a little. Okay. Two things to note about this tip. Number one, I feel like I have even less rotations as I suspected. And number two, I feel like one of my struggles with putting is having like control of like the angle of the flight plate, like trying not to let it come out on a ton of hyzer. And I feel like with this, I lose that last bridge of support and it's coming out even more on hyzer. Maybe this is a tip built for a spin putter. I don't really know what I am anymore. People talk about spin putting and like push putting and spush putting. I like to just call mine junk putting or spray putting because I'm just like spraying it towards the basket and hoping it hits a chain. Overall, I'm gonna give that tip like a 2 out of 10 because I just can't see the application. Next tip comes from Dallas. This one's kind of intriguing. Anytime you throw out really specific tips like this one, you get my attention. So he said I need to turn my right toe, which is my front toe, to 11 o'clock. And then he also said the classic disc golf adage, which is putt through it, not to it. People love saying that. And while I agree with that methodology, it's tough because when you're putting through it, not to it, and you miss the basket, you know, it's a lifestyle choice, right? Like everybody knows that guy who's a pretty good putter but putts hard. So if he's having a bad putting day, he's just going circling the basket basically because every time he misses, he's going another 25 feet past. So that's a lifestyle choice for sure. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for it, but I might give it a shot. But yeah, I can definitely turn the foot to. Well, where's 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock. See, I feel like my foot's, maybe I don't quite go at 11. Maybe I'm more at like, I think my foot right now is more like at 11:30 or 11:45 even. Not quite that angled. So I'm gonna try turning my foot more and see how I like that. And I'm gonna putt through it, not to it. The thing is, since I'm not really a spinny putter, it's kind of hard for me to putt through the basket, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna turn that foot. I'm gonna putt through it, not to it. Here we go. Almost hit my camera. There's that, see? If I try to put pace on a putt right now, it's going right. You know it and you love it. That was better. Through it. Okay, through it. There's the right miss again. Okay, that one came out low. You know, not the worst. I kind of get it. It makes kind of sense. It feels a little weird turning my body from the target, but at this point, I might need weird to like get anywhere. So let's try some more with that. The foot is turned to 11 o'clock. Not too bad. Hey, that was nice. I need that. I need to replicate that. Woo, okay. Okay, that was trash. That was better. You know, maybe there's something to this foot turning thing. Obviously, it's closing my hips. It's harder, if my foot's open, it's obviously easier for me to just like miss right. And maybe by doing this, I'm like closing them more. Okay, missed right again, hit my camera. Another right miss. Another right miss. Okay, I'm proving myself wrong as we speak. That was a little better, but low. All right, that one was good. I think putting through it helps me produce a prettier looking putt, and I've never denied that, right? Like, my putts look ugly a lot of the time because, yes, I'm trying to be too soft with them, but the problem is that right miss is just a killer. It's so hard to avoid when you're putting hard and you're using your wrist more as a lever. So hard not to miss right, and I have not figured it out. But pretty good tip, Dallas. You know, I'm gonna give you a 6.5 out of 10, because you know, that was fun for a little bit. All right, next tip comes from BW5G, and he's got a few ideas. His main point being to try and keep the wrist very loose and flexible, which I feel like I already do, but he's a big proponent of the like ending with like a pop of the wrist, which yes, that is how the best putts fly. I agree with that. It's just another one where it's like just fighting against not ripping it to the right. That's what I really need help with. And he also is saying that I need to make sure I shift my weight back to front, which I will say that is something I struggle with a lot in disc golf, in putting especially, is shifting my weight and using my lower body. So, okay, we're gonna go flexible wrist here, and we're gonna shift the weight, and we're gonna try and pop the wrist. This will be very new for me. Back and... That was one of the uglier putts I've ever thrown. He said to try and pop it flat, so I need to try and combat that, because that came out on about 90 degrees of hyzer. Okay, lean back and pop it out. That wasn't terrible. Loose wrist, just... Now I'm struggling to get power on it here. I need to shift more weight. Back and forward. That was okay, I guess. Back, forward. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna try that again and just try to add a little more pop to my pop. Back, forward. See, like that putt came out of my hand great. It just goes right because I use too much wrist. There it goes again, right. If I throw it, if I pop the disc at all, like if I'm like, okay, throw a spin putt, it's going right every single time. I don't know. Now I'm excited about this next tip. Jackson here has a game-breaking one. I've never heard of this before. He wants me to keep my left leg off the ground during the entire putt. He said that it helps you find your balance and your timing and such. So maybe that's the key. Maybe I just need to get the left leg out. This is all about which limb do I need to have amputated to become a better putter at the end of the day. Left foot off the ground the whole time. Let's see, this is gonna be tough to balance. This is gonna be tough to balance. No left foot involved. That was the best putt I've thrown so far, no joke. Let's do it again. Left foot off the ground. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Now, a few things to note. Number one, my leg is tired, my right leg, that hurt. Those putts were like pretty good. They came out pretty clean. I have found that like sometimes when I try to rely completely on my arm, I can throw my best putt. It's just that as soon as you get distance, then you have to use too much of your arm and your miss window just increases a ton. But it's like I need to take that feeling, maybe like by taking my left leg out, I'm learning the feeling I want in my arm, and then I just need to try and keep it when I tie my leg back in. Let's keep trying on this. Okay, I'm gonna throw like a couple more like that, and then what I'm gonna do is throw like 3 no leg, or 1 leg I should say, and then 3 with both legs, and see if I can like tie it in. This could be something. This could be the start of something new. Okay, 1 leg. Just throw the putts. And like, I'm liking that putt. I like the 1-legged putt. Oh, that was bad. That was good. That was good. It makes your leg really tired really fast, but how funny would it be if like this is what I had to do from now on? I just hop up to tap out my putt and I'm on 1 leg. Okay, I'm gonna go 3 putts on 1 leg and then 3 putts with 2 legs and see what happens. Cash, cash, a little low. Cash, okay, 2 legs, same energy. Okay. Not as pretty looking. I think I fatigued my right leg too much. That was interesting though, because as soon as I put my left leg back down on the ground, my putts got weird again, and they didn't feel as good. I don't think my lower body can be trusted. All right, so Michael Stark, he says he's been watching foundation videos for a while now, and what he suggests is going to a full-blown spin putt. Now, here's what I will say about the spin putt. The one thing that the spin putt would do for me is mean that at least my putts are gonna rotate and look a lot better. However, it does mean I'm probably gonna miss a ton of putts in really shocking ways, but I'm already doing that. So I kind of get what he's saying is it's like, hey, if you're gonna miss it, you might as well look good when missing. So let's try spin putting. I've done this before, but we'll try it again. I'm just gonna rip spin putts. Just full on, I'm gonna be just pulling them back and just curling the wrist and spinning the disc. Only worried about spin. Here we go. Laser. Kind of a laser beam as well. Oh, there's the first one. Oh, there's two of them. You seen a theme here? You seen a theme? It's sad, but it's what's gonna happen to me. All right, spin putt. That was better. Boom, spin it. It's just as soon as I try to start putting rotations on the disc, they all go right. And this is why you see a lot of my putts look like dead fish that wobble in the air, come out on a ton of hyzer, and go right to left, because I just can't get away from missing the basket to the right. Maybe I just need to aim left. So Richard said, hey, just aim left. At least that way you won't miss right. So I'm gonna take his advice. I'm gonna aim on the very leftmost part of the basket and throw really aggressive putts. And let's see how often I actually miss left. And let's see if I can still miss right. This will be interesting. Okay, I'm aiming left. Wait a second. wait a second. Okay, see that one I actually hit left and it did spit out pretty bad. All right, well this is gonna be a sick video if the realization I come to is like, hey, you're just so bad, you just have to aim on the left part of the basket because your putt's always gonna go right. You know, something to consider is I am about to turn 25, and they say that's when your frontal lobe develops, and maybe that's the part of my brain that knows how to putt in disc golf. So let's keep that in mind. All right, aiming left, throwing hard. Here we go. Very left aim. Yeah, I think I proved that I can always miss right. I think I had learned this lesson in golf when they say you can't aim left to fix a slice. I have a slice in disc golf. I have a slice. My putt is a slice. I'm gonna try not to dwell on that. Just mirror Gannon's putt. Do you have 20 minutes to wait? Well, this should be easy enough. Terrible chain out. Okay, Pizzaroni here has finally a creative idea here. He just said to turbo putt, you know? Forget this putting motion, let's just go from up above. I've seen quite a few good turbo putters in my life, so, you know, maybe I can do this better. I've never quite been good at it myself, but I've never practiced it either. But then again, I don't practice my normal putting either. Let's try this. I'm trying to throw this thing on like Anheuser? I don't know, let's just throw one as a baseline. That was not good. Let's try another baseline. That one doesn't count. Let's go more downwards, I think. Okay, it comes out kind of high. Probably because my hand's in the air. That's new. Okay, aim a little lower. Let's aim like bottom of the basket. Still high. See, this is a new miss for me. It's funny. I changed where my putt was coming from, and instead of missing low, now I miss high. How fun is that? The miss just reversed itself. Okay, let's try this again. Low, let's try to get more spin. I need to snap it. Oh, you saw that one. That was dirty. Snap it, low. Come on, please. This was kind of my last hope. Come on. I'm like 15 feet away right now. That one felt okay. Sometimes I get like, this is stupid. All right, this guy really went to the drawing board. He said, just throw backhand drives instead of putting. I'm gonna have to be chasing these putters. Maybe the distance is the problem. 0 for 2. Just getting warmed up. 0 for 3. Hey, 1 for 4. Okay, if I can make this one, I'd be about as good as I am with a putter normally. Bad spit out, but might have to consider it. Putt left-handed, huh? I mean, Will Schuster started doing that and he figured it out. I write with my left hand. This can't be too difficult. Okay, calibrate. Yeah, I'm never gonna do that again. All right, I've heard of this idea of hyper-focusing before. I don't know if I've ever tried it though. So let's say this guy, he wants me to hyper-focus on a singular chain for 10 seconds before putting. So I'm gonna count it down. Hyper-focus, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought I was gonna pass out. My vision got really blurry, but I stared at that chain for 10 seconds and I put that putt right on that chain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is interesting. I'm gonna step back even further. This is like a 32 footer. 10. Have I just not been focused this whole time? 2, 1. I don't know what is happening right now. And also my sight keeps getting blurrier and blurrier when I do this. Maybe I'm opening my eyes too wide and it's sunny out. I don't know what's happening, but I keep making these putts. This is slightly unprecedented. Is everybody gonna be cool when I'm staring and counting down from 10 on every single putt in my rounds? There's no helping that putt. You stink. Oh, okay.